Welcome to Jacob's Toys 5-minute figure reviews, and today we are looking at the Mandalorian's Heavy Mandalorian. First of all, just want to say thanks to the guys at Zavvi U.K for sending me him. Looks like a pretty decent figure, so let's jump straight in. I'm an out-of-box collector, so I'm not overly fussed about the condition of the box. However, I must say that it was packaged up well, and there's very minor damage to the box. So we'll definitely keep hold of that for future reference. So like with all my figures, just cut the tape here at the bottom and then open the box up and then just get the plastic casing out, and there we go. Not a huge amount of accessories with this figure. We've got the jetpack and the gun and then obviously the figure itself, but actually looks pretty decent from what I can tell. Let's get him out and have a look. Okay. And there we go, that's the main figure. Definitely quite a chunky figure. And the backpack, let's just get out, that's a bit stiff, but there we go. And the gun, there we go. So pop that back together there, put the bit of paper and put that back in the box. I always keep hold of my boxes for storage, and I think, I don't know, like most collectors, I just kind of want to hang on to them if I do move them on or have to store them away. It's always good to have the original packaging, so put that away. Let's have a look at the figure. So he is quite, I love that little emblem there on the shoulder, very nice. Head, yep, left, right, up, down, good articulation there in the head and neck. Arms, yep, yes they do. Yeah, I like the way that the shoulders actually go over the chest piece there, so you've got full range of the movement. Elbows, just your standard kind of backwards and forwards elbow joint there. Shoulder rotation as normal, same on that side as well. We've got the trigger hand with the kind of up down pivot, not a huge amount of movement there, but enough. And then we've got the left hand with the forward and back pivot as well. Again, not a huge amount of movement, but enough to do what we need to do. Really like this hand cannon, there's a lot of detail there. Legs, normal kind of articulation. You've got 2 points of articulation there in the knee, so you can go all the way back and the heel can touch the back, and obviously the foot can rotate backwards and forwards and side to side as well. Yeah, he's quite a chunky figure. Okay, so there's no waist swivel, but there is your kind of mid sort of stomach swivel. I can't remember what that one's called, but there's enough movement there for some decent posing. Let's have a look at this backpack. So this bit goes in the arm cannon. Can only go in one way because of the flat side. So let's just get that in there. Quite stiff, but that's not too bad because obviously it means it will stay in place. Get that right in. There we go. And like most of the Hasbro backpacks, you've got a plug and a socket there on the back. So put the backpack on, and it leaves this big cannon kind of gun. Not quite sure how these go, but there's a side peg there, so we can actually pop it on the side of the backpack for more of a neutral position. That's quite cool. Definitely makes him look a little bit bigger with the height there of the cannon coming up past his shoulder. Yeah, he's a really nice. Oh, let's just come off. Let's push that in a bit tighter. But yeah, he's a really nice figure. Really, as I said, quite chunky. Looks very similar to how he did in the TV show. Let's have a look at this gun. How does this go on? So we've got two handles there. You've got one at the back and one on the side. Obviously the hand's got a trigger finger, but there's not actually a trigger on the gun, just these two handles. So let's have a look. Maybe this way around. Maybe not. Either way, I'm going to have to play around with this and find the correct way of holding it before taking any pictures, and obviously picking a pose to display him in. Bit stiff to get in there. I don't want to break anything just yet, but we'll revisit that in a bit, I think. No, never mind. We'll revisit that in a little while. But you get the general idea that obviously he stands there with both hands on the weapon. I'll just pop that back in. That's a nice secure fit as well, so it stays in place, doesn't fall out. But yeah, he's a good figure. He's has a lot of detail there for the price point. There is a lot of detail. Paint apps all look really good. I can't see any imperfections at all that I can notice. Obviously there are occasionally imperfections. Really like the detail here on this handgun. But yeah, occasionally you do get imperfections on these figures, but can't actually see any. There's a lot of moulding as well, a lot of unique kind of blemishes and dents and stuff in the helmet and the armour, which make it quite unique. But yeah, he's a solid figure. Definitely one for Mandalorian collectors. Let's have a look at the Mando next to him actually. It's obviously pre-Beskar Mandalorian is when he met the armoured Mandalorian. And as you can see, there's quite a difference in the size. I mean, the helmet alone, completely different size. The structure of the body, the shape of the arms, the hands, everything is completely different. He stands a good kind of head above Mando as well, which is nice. So he will stand out on display. Yeah, no, very cool. I mean, obviously, if you're a fan of the TV show, then I'd definitely suggest picking one of these heavy Mandalorians up. It's definitely a good one. Let's have a look. As I said, I got him from Zavvi U.K. If you follow the link in the description below, it will take you through to their page. And if you use the discount code JacobsToys10, you can get a further 10% off, which obviously takes him down to just below 25 quid, I think, £25 at retail. Definitely worth picking up if you haven't got him already. Yeah, he's definitely going to be one of my favourites from the Mandalorian collection. He's a good size, going to make for some interesting photos, I think. There we go, just one of the photos I took, and then another one with Mandalorian as well. Definitely worth picking up. Thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and follow. Thanks very much.